Chapter 29. The New World Equation. If all the assets in this world amount to 100%, but only 5% of the people possess more than 80% of it, what do you think will happen to the other 95% who are left, with only 20% of the assets? Fusuta half explained, half questioned. I stalled, hesitant to answer, because I was considering many angles. I can't think of anything yet, but what's certain is that 20% of the assets is definitely not enough for 95% of the people. I replied cautiously, correct? If it's not enough, then what will happen? This simple scale already indicates that people in society will have to struggle, compete, and fight to survive. Thus, a society of exploitation, a society of vying for advantage and disadvantage, a society of scrambling to get ahead arises, especially if someone discovers they lack the ability to compete. Have no way to win, they will choose shortcuts outside the rules, such as engaging in various illegal activities, cheating, robbing, and killing to obtain survival. And those who are weak and dare not do anything outside the rules must succumb to that disgrace, enduring a state of scarcity, sometimes without even food to sustain themselves, and eventually starving to death. I, as the one who gave birth to and nurtured all life in the world, still can't believe that people starve to death on this earth, even though food is just a basic necessity that exists abundantly and is sufficient for everyone. The image of a chaotic society, full of decay, full of depravity and baseness, thus appears. I was following along, still without any objections. The story of all the chaos that is happening within me originates from the first group, which is the group that holds financial power. They are mysterious individuals, like a hand hidden in the shadows, pulling the strings of the world behind the scenes. They are like the ones moving the pieces on a chessboard, with everyone having to move according to their will. While I am speaking with you now, I desire to meet the fourth group, which is the group of people who know about this disgraceful story and rise up to do something so that all humans can finally get off this chessboard, where their destinies are determined, and you are my only hope. You are the one who chose to come and do this. Oh, I suddenly feel a great weight. Do you think someone like me has anything to fight against them? I said from the heart. What you are, that is the hope. The people I need are the ordinary people, who make up the majority of the population, because their numbers are large. It's just that they don't unite their power. Their power is enough to seize control. You and your friends are currently playing on that board as well. What you need to do is create a new playing board and gradually invite everyone to leave the old board completely. Create a new playing board. What does that mean? I asked. You don't need to know now. Just find your friends who will join you in creating this new playing board first. After that, you will know what that playing board is, she suggested. Who are my friends? I asked. This is the main purpose for which Lord Foch brought you here. You will learn your story, and you will learn all sorts of things about yourself, especially the friends you are looking for. If you are ready to know, I am ready to let you know. Fusuta explained excitedly. Ready, ready. I'm very ready, I quickly replied. From now on, you will have to enter your memories on your own. Lord Foch will be your mentor, taking care of you throughout. He will not reveal himself while he is with you, but you can ask for his advice if there is an emergency or you need help. You can inform him at any time, Fusuta said. enter on my own. That sounds scary, I said, with a slight feeling of worry. There is nothing to fear. As I told you, if you want to know the stories of others, you will not be allowed. It can only be done through my determination. But if it is your own story, you can freely touch and enter your own memories without any restrictions. You can choose to go to any time, whenever, however you want, Vasuta added. Then why do I need a mentor? Is there any danger? I asked. Because this stream of memories is very long. It begins to record from the first time you were born into the world. If you count from that first second until today, some people have been born hundreds of thousands of times. So, the memories they have are enormous. And importantly, they are not arranged in an orderly or chronological manner as you understand it. They are clumped together as a mass of information. Most people who come into contact with it must have a certain level of skill. Otherwise, the images seen will be like when you are dreaming, where sometimes you dream of meeting someone you know, but their face or age is not that person, because the person you know is actually the same person from a different lifetime, which is why their face doesn't look the same in the dream. Or you will see images of places switching back and forth, from being in one place, walking around, and suddenly appearing in another place, which is impossible in reality. These confusions arise from entering memories without a clear goal or without someone to help guide you, she explained. Ah, yes, I've had weird dreams like that often. But it's not dangerous, right? I commented. It's not dangerous, but you might not be able to make sense of it because images of the past, present, and future will appear simultaneously, causing confusion. This might prevent you from getting the information you need and waste your time. But for your case, it will just be having an advisor by your side because you already know the principle, which is mindfulness. Just now, you seemed to say that dreams can also show images of the future. Can we perceive future events as well? Does that mean the future has already happened? So we can see it and it can't be changed. Is that right? I asked. The matter of the future is the most difficult to explain, because it is something that has not yet happened. If you say the future has already happened, then it is not the future, but you can come into contact with it because your mind enters oneness, or enters the timeless mind. How? I don't understand, I said. Think of it this way. Suppose there is a football field, and you are a football that is kicked from one sideline to cross to the other sideline. As you start rolling, your time begins to move, and your memories begin to record. Now you might have rolled halfway across the field. Your past is half the field, and there is still half the field left, which is the future that you don't know. What will happen because it hasn't arrived yet? But if someone is standing watching you in the stands, they will not see what you see. What they see is your entire trajectory, from rolling from the starting point and the path you have rolled through. More than that, they will see the direction you are going to roll, even seeing where and when you will finally end up at the other sideline, because time travels in a straight line. This explains the meaning that even though your future has not yet arrived, it seems unchangeable, because we know both the direction and the speed of the rolling football, which indicates what and when your destination will be. Vasuta explained comparatively. Your ability to see the future indicates that you have entered a state that connects with the mind, that is standing in the stands. And the mind standing in the stands can be none other than me and the God mind. Do you understand better? She added. I think I understand, I replied. All right, I will take you to your memory crystal now, she offered. Good, I've been wanting to see it so badly, I quickly replied. Now, please turn around and look directly at the group of your memory crystals. It will be right behind you. In fact, when you entered this place, you entered from your own memory crystal. You just didn't realize it. When I turned around, as she instructed, because the distance from where I was floating to the wall of the hall was quite far. There were many memory crystals that were clear glass, and each one sparkled dazzlingly. They were arranged close together in a somewhat disorganized manner. I thought that if no one identified which crystal was which, I would have no way of knowing. There are so many, I said. You must find it yourself, Fusuta instructed, which made me feel overwhelmed. Find it myself. No way, because everything I see looks the same, I said. Don't worry, I will guide you. If you observe carefully, you will see these crystals divided into groups. Each group will have a repetitive arrangement, forming a circle. But because their color is the same, you might not be able to distinguish them. She revealed the clue to finding it. As Fusuta explained this, I began to notice what she suggested. Even though the overall view still showed small and large crystals that looked similar, if I looked closely, I could clearly see the division into groups, and each group was indeed a circle. When I looked at each circle, the edges of each one had some parts that overlapped, and it seemed that they overlapped in an orderly manner. That is, every circle had some part that overlapped with the neighboring circles. 1 point on each side. With a total of 6 sides, it meant overlapping with 6 nearby circles.